NHL 26 early access is about to drop next Friday, and today EA shared the first hot cards and the attributes, so it's easier for us to make a choice on day one. So obviously it means that we'll break all these cards down, and I will also share who I believe should be your first choice on Friday. Also keep in mind that in the prior years we always was going with the highest overall. This year with the new line combinations, I would highly suggest you go and check out what line combinations we actually have to get maybe +2 or +1 in the overall boost, because that 100% will change some of these cards. And also, it may also change how some of these cards will play, and the cards you was thinking will not gonna work for you may actually be usable. So let's start with heroes. On Friday, you will receive a choice pack where you can pick 1 out of 6 84 overall heroes. When EA shared the screenshots with all the attributes, you also probably noticed that none of these heroes can be upgraded, so they will basically stay at 84, and the only way to boost some of these stats will be with the line combinations. And the heroes will be Hemsky, Roenick, Kachak, Naslund, Blake, and Chara. If I would need to rank them from 6 to 1, my number 6 spot would go to Zdeno Chara. And yes, we all love Zdeno Chara, he's one of the biggest and the best left-handed defensemen, but not early in the game. If you look at his attributes, he only have 81 speed, 83 acceleration, 78 endurance, the shooting is quite mid because the slapshot accuracy and wrist shot accuracy is only at 81, and the slapshot power and wrist shot power is at 89 and 86. The hands are also not very good. Yes, defensive awareness is 90, and he does have a truculence, but let's assume you even boost him by +2 in the overall with some of the line combinations, his speed will not go massively up. And early in the game, I always suggest go and try to get the fastest players because you really need speed. So unfortunately, Zdeno Chara, you will be my number 6. Number 5 will be Keith Kachak. And yes, if you look at the attributes, 84 speed, 85 acceleration, 78 endurance, agility is decent, and even balance is good. The shooting is quite rounded up, and same about the hands. But he does have a big rig, and for whatever reason, Keith Kachak really never plays good for me and also never really stands out. As far as he's not your favorite player or was not playing for your favorite team, I just think we will have a better options early in the game. And yeah, he's a left-handed winger, and we usually have plenty of those. Number 4 will be Markus Naslund, another left-handed winger with decent speed because 86 speed, 85 acceleration, 76 endurance. We can see that EA once again is lowering the endurance to the players early in the game. I don't know. There should be something behind it, but whatever it is, I don't care. I only care about the speed and acceleration early in the game. The shooting is quite okay, and also wrist shot accuracy is 91, so that's probably decent. He does have X Factor or quick release, and that's why that wrist shot accuracy at 91 probably could play out very good. His hands are also very decent, and that's why I ranked him in the middle, because if you really want to go after the left-handed winger, he's not a bad option, but you can only use him in one position. And again, I think we will have better options early in the game, and in all fairness, I'm also pretty sure you will be able to make any of these cards. So if you still want to get him, you can pick someone else and then just go and make Markus Naslund, for example. Or if you, let's say, need someone from Vancouver Canucks or Sweden, then yeah, maybe go and pick him up. But for me, he will stay at spot number 4. In number 3 spot will be Rob Blake. And yes, he's not fast and he's actually quite meh. But he's a big right-handed defenseman, and if you really want to pick a defenseman from the heroes, I probably would suggest you go with him. He does have a rocket as an X factor, so if you're someone who really likes the slap shots, and this is something new, I actually think it may be OP. Why not? He does have 84 speed, 83 acceleration, 77 endurance, 79 agility, and 82 balance. His shooting could potentially be better, same about the hands. The defensive stats are good, and the only reason I ranked him number 3 is because there has to be at least one defenseman to pick. Usually early in the games, we are going after defensemen like Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes, or anyone who is quite small and fast. And yes, none of these defensemen really fit in those boxes. But if you're a fan of Blake, or you need a defenseman from Canada, he may be your pick. In number 2 spot will be Hemsky, because he's a right-handed winger with 86 speed, elite edges, 84 acceleration, 86 agility, really good balance, and yes, endurance is 74, but let's not talk about it. His shooting is quite okay, and hands are decent. Again, you cannot really use him anywhere else, just on the right-handed spot, but he's from Czechia, and let's say you cannot get the Pasternak and you really need someone from Czechia for your lineup combinations, he's a good alternative, and also on Oilers, so I don't know. Have a feeling that maybe he will offer a little bit more lineup boosts, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. For me, he will be number 2, and number 1 will be Jeremy Roenick. As much as I would not like the actual player, his card looks good, and the reason why I ranked him number 1 is because firstly, he offers you lineup flexibility, you can use him on a wing or in the center position, and yes, he only have 80 face-off stats, but I think early in the game, it's also usable. He does have unstoppable as an X factor, so if you read the X factor notes, it should be a good one. And like I said multiple times, I'm always going after the fastest players. If you look at his skating stats, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 78 endurance, and agility is 85 with balance 84. His shooting is also quite decent because the slapshot power is 88, the hands are quite good as well, and yes, the checking and defensive stats I really don't care early in the game. But if I would need to pick one player, Jeremy Roenick would be my pick, and he's exactly the one I probably will go after. Once I will get my hands on the game and I will actually see the lineup combinations, maybe he will not fit in any of those options and then I will need to go with someone else. But as I stand today, Jeremy Roenick is probably the best hero you can pick on day one. Obviously, we don't know what are the lineup combination options and we need to wait until, I don't know, the hot deep dive to see some screenshots or just when the game drops on Friday. That's why I always suggest you don't go and pick the players before you actually check out the mode. Maybe play a little bit of moments or whatever we will have, see what kind of packs you can actually earn, and then maybe after a few hours just go and open your pre-order choice packs just to see which player you actually want to pick. But now let's talk about the icons. And same about the heroes, these cards cannot be upgraded. So it means they will stay at 86 and the only way of you actually boosting some of those attributes will be with the line of combinations. I don't know if these are the only chase cards or they are even chase cards or the chase cards are even gone, because from day one when EA started to release some of the news about the NHL 26 HUT, they put so much focus on these icons and heroes. So I'm assuming they are the chase cards, and if you cannot upgrade them during the year, then I'm assuming they are the chase cards, just at the lower overall, and the only way of you actually getting them better is if you can fit them in some of the line of combinations. So yeah, it will be a really interesting year if the chase cards are gone. Also, we didn't really see anything about the X Factor cards. Are they even coming back? Will we have X Factor cards? Because everything is about the heroes and icons. So yeah, I'm really excited to see a little bit more in the deep dive, which is probably dropping next week. And I'm also very excited about the game in general, because so far everything looks so different. If you look at the icons, we already know that we have the Chelios, Prongner, Lundqvist, Thornton, Fyodorov, and Salani. And now let's go and rank them because, yeah, these cards are actually good. But it doesn't change the fact that number 6 will be Henrik Lundqvist. As a Rangers fan, I don't know what I'm doing, but I will never rank goalie higher than any other card until I will actually see that the goalies are improving and they actually matter. Lundqvist usually never really plays very well because he's not very tall, he's also not very short, but in general, if I have to pick a player on day one to help my lineup, I don't think the goalie is the best option. Obviously, his X factors are good as well, like Showstopper for example, 79 aggression, his speed is only 85, and I don't really know how the speed will matter this year because last year, the higher the speed, the more the goalie was moving from side to side. But hey, maybe if it will not be very expensive to make these cards, I will go and make Henrik Lundqvist, but he's definitely not my first choice. Number 5 will be Chris Prongner. Again, left-handed defenseman, quite a big guy, only 84 speed and 83 acceleration. Stick him up as an X factor. His shooting, on the other hand, looks quite decent. So if you really want to pick as a defenseman and you really need, let's say, a left-handed defenseman, he's not really bad option. But like I said multiple times, early in the game, I always go after the fastest players. And there is one player I don't think you can really go wrong with, and it's definitely not Chris Prongner. Number 4 for me will be George Thornton. Again, yes, he does offer you a line of flexibility. You can use him on the wing or in the center position, and he does have an 85 face-off stats, so not really bad. But he only have 84 speed, and the cards we've seen already just looks much better. Again, if you're a Sharks fan or you really need a big centerman early in the game, then Mr. Thornton is your option. I just think that other cards probably would play better than him, so unfortunately I cannot rank him higher than number 4. Because on the other hand, if you really need a defenseman, this Chris Chelios, right-handed defenseman, is much better. Not only did he have 87 speed and acceleration, his shooting is quite good and the hands are not really good, never mind. But he does have a warrior X factor and yes, 85 agility, 83 balance, 76 endurance. Why EA? But hey, let's move on. Anyway, right-handed defenseman Chris Chelios is a good option if you need a defenseman or you're just a Blackhawks fan. Or maybe he fits in one of your lineup combination spots. And now we are left with only 2 cards left. It's very hard for me to rank number 1 and number 2. Obviously I will, but Sergei Fyodorov will be number 2. As much as I would like to rank him number 1 because he's finally back in NHL video game and he does offer you a lot of lineup flexibility and his stats are good, like 91 acceleration and speed, 90 agility, his hands and shooting is decent. He also has wheels, 77 endurance of course, but yeah, we don't talk about endurance on this YouTube channel. It would be really hard to not rank him number 1 because I'm just a sucker and I'm so hyped and he's finally back in the game. But there is one card which EA made so OP and I think is miles better than any card we probably will see early in the game. is Teemu Solani. Like, oh my god, what the hell, EA? Like, hey, I'm not complaining. The pressure plus as an X factor, 94 speed, 92 acceleration, 87 agility, and 84 balance. His hands and shooting is really good. Hands down, this is the best card we probably will have on day one. So he's my number one, and I don't really know how you can not pick Teemu Solani. Early in the game, we usually struggle with good right-handed wingers, and I can bet that if you pick Teemu Solani, you probably could use him for a very long time. Now you probably would ask why I did pick two right-handed wingers, because firstly, I go after speed early in the game, and that means now I have a good right-handed winger in line number 1 and line number 2. We usually don't struggle with good left-handed wingers, and for example, if you're going after the best cards in the game, you probably will go and pick up Connor McDavid. You pair him up with Teemu Solani, and if you can make any of these icons, you go and make, let's say, Sergei Fyodorov. That's a perfect first line on day 1. Obviously, if you're no money spent player, you will need some luck to pull some of those cards or pull someone else to actually go and make it, but I'm just giving you an option. I don't know if it will fit with any of the lineup combinations, and you will be able to boost, I don't know, let's say salary, AP, or even an overall, but if you ignore all of that, those 3 cards will just make the perfect first line. Okay guys, now when EA showed us the first attributes of the first cards we will see in NHL 26, let me know down in the comment sections below. Did you pre-order the NHL 26? Are you playing on Friday, or you went after the standard edition? And also, who are you picking as your icon in your choice pack? As always guys, make sure you like and subscribe because there will be a lot of NHL 26 content dropping every single day, basically from today.